Hi, Flosstube. This is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It is Wednesday. I'm sorry, it is Wednesday, May 2nd, 2018 at approximately 9:30 p.m. I'm coming to you live today because I just didn't want to take the time to record a video and save it and format it and just get it uploaded and wait for it to upload. So I'm just coming to you live today for some quick updates. Earlier, a week or two ago, my last video, I had said that I had came up with some tentative plans for Maynia, Stitch Mania that started yesterday for the month of May. And I had originally, I was going to plan some new starts and to work on some works in progress for this month for Maynia. And there was a couple other things that I was looking at doing, but I don't know if you can tell, but you know, I'm a little sad. This has been a hard week so far. I am off work. I was off work yesterday. I'm off work today. I actually don't have to go back to work until next Tuesday, because technically I'm on bereavement leave. My husband and I, we were called to my in-laws' house. We were called to come down to my in-laws' house in West Virginia Sunday afternoon, and we had toyed with the idea of waiting until Tuesday to go down and visit. As you know, my mother-in-law, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer at the end of February, and it was pretty far advanced. What we didn't know is that either she didn't know or she didn't tell her doctors that a lot of the back pains and the issues that she was having wasn't necessarily from the falls that she'd experienced in the last 2 or 3 years. It was due to the cancer that was invading her body. And I don't know if she just didn't realize or if the doctors just chalked it up to the fact that her falls were what was causing all her back problems and stuff. But nobody really found it until she was having her issues mid-February and decided to go to the doctor because she was having trouble keeping food down. And it was at that point in time that they determined that the cancer had spread through her entire abdominal region. She had peritoneal cancer. So anyway, Megan, her granddaughter, Megan is her son Mark's daughter. Megan lives in the area. And Megan has been staying with them because she's been needing help since she was diagnosed from cancer, you know, like help around the house, help standing up, help walking around. It's just been really hard for her. And in the last 6 weeks or so, we've seen drastic changes in Ellen. Ellen's her name. We've seen drastic changes in her. And like, you know, not being able to sit up without being dizzy, not being able to stand, being too weak to stand up, too weak to pull herself off the toilet, you know, stuff like that. It's just, you know, it's being in the late 70s and, you know, in her late 70s and just, you know, being older and having problems. Sorry, this is my cat Gurr. I'm gonna show you Gurr. Say hi, Gurr. This is my cat Gurr. She's deaf, so she meows a little weird, but she's one of our older cats. She's a sweetheart. We got her from cat welfare probably 10 years ago or so, or more. It's probably been more than that. Probably more like 13 or 14 years ago. We got her as a little kitten. But she's a sweetheart of a cat. You know, she has her own health issues, and she's just getting older, and she's a little deaf, so she's a sweetheart. She's just sitting. The funny thing is she's sitting, this tote that she's sitting on is the tote that I have all my floss for all my works in progress. So it's kind of funny. I got the tote so you know, the cats could have a different up closer to me so I don't have to bend over and pet them when I'm doing other things. And also to just make it look nicer to have all my floss sitting beside me in my living room. But anyway, so we were called Sunday night. Well, we were called Sunday afternoon by Megan, who, we went down to visit them last weekend. If you remember I did a Stitch With Me video Sunday morning before we left out on their front porch. And, Ellen was still getting around. And hi, Teresa. Nice to see you. Hi, Inferno Dragon Gaming. How are you? I'm just doing a little quick video just to kind of give an update of kind of what's going on. But anyway, as you know, last weekend I did the Stitch With Me video out on my in-laws' front porch. And when we were visiting last weekend, my mother-in-law, she was having issues walking around. She was walking real slow, walking with the walker and everything. But Megan, her granddaughter that's living with her, and my husband's father to help them out, Megan called Sunday afternoon and she said, I think you guys should plan on coming down to see Ellen because her health is failing fast. And, so Dylan kind of talked to her on the phone a bit and told her that we may be down like Tuesday or Wednesday. We had planned on actually going down there this coming Thursday night and staying until Sunday, to kind of relieve the family, whoever was helping watch and stuff, and help around the house, make dinner and stuff like that, and just visit. But probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock Sunday night, Megan called us back and she said, Tuesday might be a little too late. I think you guys really need to come down tonight to visit. Their house is about 2.5 hour drive away. So Dylan and I kind of hemmed and hawed about it. I sent a text message to my boss at work and told her that I would be working remotely on Monday. And so we packed up the car, we packed up a few things, and we actually headed down. The circle of life. Oh, I'm talking about the circle of life because I had a death in the family. So if that's not what you're wanting to watch, Inferno Dragon just said, I found this video because I searched up the Circle of Life XD. I'm sorry if this isn't what you want, but this is a Flosstube video. I'm talking Flosstube videos are videos where cross stitchers talk about their projects that they have going on. No, is it totally no offense at all, Inferno Dragon? I totally understand. I figured your name had to do with gaming. My husband and I also are gamers too. But so yeah, I totally understand. It's okay. And I totally understand if you want to ditch this, but this is for Flosstube videos. And Flosstube is where cross stitchers talk about their projects that they're working on and just general updates about stuff. All right, take care, Inferno, and good luck on getting your homework done. We'll see you soon. And if you do want to subscribe, feel free. I may talking about board gaming, card gaming, video gaming, whatever at some point, but yeah. So cool thing. I look forward to seeing if you post anything later, and we'll keep in touch. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll see you soon, Inferno. Okay, take care. And good luck with your homework. I hope you get it done. Anyway, so back to my story. So my husband and I made the 2.5 hour drive down to West Virginia on Sunday night. And my husband stayed up all night with Ellen. She was pretty much bedridden, which really surprised us, even over a week. The span of a week. I mean, she was up talking and walking around and able to eat. And Megan told us when we got there that she hadn't eaten anything since Friday. She wasn't really all there. You could talk to her. She could open your eyes and look at you and kind of say something if you asked her a question. But her speech was starting to get a little more incoherent. So Dylan stayed up with her all night Monday. I had to go to bed because I was expected to log in from work to work on Monday morning. So I was up by 8 o'clock, up and showered by 8 o'clock. I got downstairs, Dylan kind of told me how things were going, and I logged in. He made sure I got logged into work, and then he went upstairs and went to bed. So, by about 10 o'clock, Megan and some of the other family had shown up, and people had started filing in and out to visit family and friends and everything like that. Most of the people had taken Monday off to come down and visit. You know, family from out of town came in to visit. Local family stopped in, a bunch of friends stopped in. So kind of throughout the day, the house had a constant flow of traffic, and there was just a lot of people in and out. So Monday was kind of busy, and then Monday night, Dylan had told everybody too that he was gonna stay up overnight and watch them. So he took a nap and then came downstairs about 10:30, 11 o'clock that night, and prepared to take the overnight shift. And Ellen wasn't really responsive at all. She was sleeping. Her breathing was extremely labored. Her pulse was racing. Her blood pressure had dropped. Her temperature was fluctuating a lot. There was just, I think her body was preparing for the final times, the final moments. And so I told Dylan, my husband, that I was going to stay up on the couch with him. And I got a couple of pillows, propped myself up, and took about a 2.5-hour nap. About 2:30 in the morning, yesterday morning, Tuesday, I got this really deep chill because I hadn't used a blanket. I was just kind of laying there. I kicked my shoes off, so I had my socks on, I had my clothes on, but I just got kind of a deep chill, which was really odd because our house was really warm for obvious reasons. And so I got this deep chill and it woke me up. So I got up, I puttered around a little bit, I got a jacket, and I went over to the other side of the hospital bed that she was sleeping in and sat by her, held her hand. Dylan, got up, to go take a couple of breaks. And at one point in time, I started looking for songs to play for her because I know that music was pretty important to her. So I started searching on my phone, and I found a version of "Go Rest High on That Mountain" by Vince Gill. So just as I was getting ready to play it, Nancy, Megan's mom, who was there to help us, Nancy came in, and she said that she was having a dream, and Ellen walked into her dream and told her, "Come on, girls, it's time to get up now. Let's get ready, and it's time. And I would like you there with me." So Nancy went and woke up Megan, and when Megan came back in is about the time I got the song loaded on YouTube, and I started playing the song. So Megan, Nancy, and I sat there through the song. Towards the end of the song, Megan went and called her dad, Mark, who is Ellen's son, and had him come over. He was dressed and over in about 15 minutes. And in that time, it was, we were trying to decide to pull the oxygen because the oxygen respirator that she was on wasn't really helping her much anymore. You could hear the fluid in her lungs when she breathed, and it was tough. So when Mark got there, Mark made the decision to pull the oxygen. Anyway, so Mark decided to pull the oxygen, and Dylan came in. They called Mark's brother, Craig, and my husband Dylan went upstairs to talk to his dad. His dad said that he didn't want to come down, but about the time that Craig came in, Dylan's dad came downstairs. He was still real groggy, and he, being in his groggy state, he wasn't really prepared for the scene that was before him. We had put their dog Rosie up on the bed. And we had done this a couple of times since I'd been there Sunday night. And the dog would lay typically kind of down near her feet for a little bit and then jump off the bed. But as soon as I put Rosie up on her bed this last time, she went and sat in her lap, literally curled up in her lap. And this is something that she had never done. And she just curled up and just laid there. And that's when everybody pretty much knew that the end was getting near. So when Dylan's dad decided that he couldn't take it anymore, he decided to head back upstairs to bed. And the minute they have a chairlift going up to their second floor, because neither one of them are very stable on their feet going upstairs and coming downstairs. And his dad sleeps in their bedroom on the second floor. So when he got in the chairlift and the chairlift started going upstairs, you could totally see the change in Ellen's face. It completely calmed and relaxed. And it wasn't long after that she took her final breath. So my mother-in-law Ellen passed away yesterday morning with family and really close family and friends by her side. So it's been kind of a sad day. So my Stitch Mania plans are kind of out the door. Anyway, so I originally thought my Stitch Mania plans were kind of, out the door. But it's just really sad. And there's just, I don't know. Stitching for me has always been kind of therapeutic. And last night, we drove back home to Columbus yesterday afternoon because there really wasn't anything left for us to do. We are going back either Thursday night or Friday morning like we had originally planned. But obviously it's not going to be to visit with Ellen. We're going down there to visit with my husband's dad. Because, death is hard for anybody to take. It's going to be a little weird being in the house without her there. But at least we kind of got the chance to say goodbye. So I'm hoping that these next few days I can actually do Maynia maybe in a slightly different way than I had planned. But I'm hoping that the stitching will ease me and settle me down a little bit, because it's the death of somebody that you love is really hard to take. And it's just really tough. Ellen was a special lady. So she was special to a lot of people. And she's going to be sadly missed. So anyway, I'm really hoping that my stitching in the next few days will bring me some comfort, and just make me feel at ease, and give me time to reflect and remember all the fun times that Ellen brought to my life. I've been married to my husband 22 years, and Ellen's been married to Dylan's dad for 38. So Ellen's been in my husband's life for quite some time. It's just really hard. I think it's hard on the family. It's hard to take. So, we're going to have to make some adjustments and everything like that. Dylan and I will eventually end up with their dog Rosie. Once Dylan's dad has had time to grieve and spend with the dog, and once he decides that he can't take care of the dog again, Dylan and I have agreed to take the dog. So we're gonna gain a furry child sometime soon. I'm not sure. It could be a few months down the road. It might only be a few weeks down the road. It might only be a few days down the road. But we'll have a furry child joining our household, which will be interesting. I haven't had a dog since I was in 8th grade. My parents and I used to have a Doberman, and So this will be kind of interesting. It'll be interesting to see how Rosie gets along with our 6 cats. um, so yeah, we have some changes coming. Hi Teresa, thank you so much for your hugs, and yeah, we appreciate all the support that everybody's been giving on Facebook and in real life. It's a comfort to know that so many people share their support in times of need like this. It's tough. It's and if you've never watched and been witness to see somebody take their last breaths, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. This is the second one I've had to do. My husband and I were there when his mom passed away back in 1998. It was tough. That was real tough too. So I wasn't sure that I kind of really wanted to do it, but my husband chose to stay up with her. And so knowing that, even just seeing the changes since Sunday night in her, I decided to stay up with him and kind of be there. It was great that we didn't have to do it completely alone again. And I'm glad that we had other family there with us. It was really tough. Yesterday, the entire day was extremely tough because there was so many things to take care of. It was amazing. I mean, like hospice came in really quick, and then funeral home and everything like that. It was just, yesterday was a little surreal. And then we drove home and we both crashed. Because when you have 7 hours of sleep in like over the span of 30 hours, that's not a lot. So now we're gonna go back this weekend. And I'm actually hoping to do another Stitch With Me video out on the front porch again. The weather's going to be warmer this weekend, although it might be raining. But I won't have to worry about, as sad as this is. Sorry. I won't have to worry about, spending time with Ellen. I mean, I'll spend time with Dylan's dad, but Dylan's dad likes to read a lot. So he'll sit there and, if nobody's talking directly to him, he'll sit there and read or play on his computer, and that's, he gets pulled into that. So I'll probably have a lot of time to, kind of wander off and do my own little thing this weekend. Yeah, I wouldn't change them for anything, Teresa. It is tough, but it's just hard. I don't know. Losing somebody is just really hard. I'm sorry. But anyway, so when we got home last night, after we kind of crashed for about almost 2 hours, we decided that we had to go out and get something to eat. So we went out and got some wings and came home. And I actually made a start for Stitch Mania. So I think I will get on to that. Don't mind the camera moving a little bit. I have to reach over here and grab my new project. I had I had decided when I got these magazines from one of the flea markets down near Dylan's dad's house. I happened to get all 3 of the magazines that this piece was in. This is the one that I need out. All right, I think I can show you this section of it. All right, so from the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine, there's this one. This is called Amid Amish Life, and this pattern, if you can see here, was it was divided into 3 pieces. You have the left, the right, and the middle, and these were published in 3 separate issues of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. I have decided, part of my Stitch Mania starts, this is one of my new starts, that I am going to do this on, I'm going to do this piece on 1 piece of even weave, and mashed them all together so it's one giant piece. I'm looking forward to doing this. I really like Amish patterns. Diane Grabner is one of my favorite designers. So I'm doing this on one big piece. And I actually made a start on this last night for Stitch Mania because this was going to be my May 1st start. So without further ado, it's still on my Q snaps. I am doing this on a piece of, I don't know if you can see this, sorry for juggling, 25 or 32 count Lugana from Picture This Plus. The colorway is called Mercedes, but it's kind of this mottled speckled blue color, and it's pretty. You know, it's got this bluish kind of, it looks like sky almost, which is why I picked it. Because if you look in the piece, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very clearly up here, but like above these trees right here, there's some clouds, and then none of the area above the clouds up until the border is stitched. So I wanted it to look like sky. Well, I didn't want it to be solid blue because, you know, sky isn't solid blue. So that's why I kind of picked this color. So here's my start on this right here. I started the tree, one of the trees, in the middle on the left-hand side panel. So I will take that. So if you see here in this picture, okay, you see the trees right here. I started with this tree, and I'm going to be working kind of in this area first to try and get like the background image of the tree and the fields in the background, and then the clouds before I start on the house, because the house extends over to the middle piece. You can see here the house extends over. So I'm going to actually try and work on the background and get a lot of the background done in May, and hopefully maybe even get like some of the quilts and stuff done, and then I'll start working on the house to extend it to the middle, into the middle pattern. So that is what I actually got started on last night. I haven't put any stitches in it today because I decided that with my day off, I would go do our laundry and stuff like that too. That way my husband and I didn't have to worry. My husband didn't have to worry about going with me to get it done tonight. I would just get it done today, and since I had the day off and he had to work. So thank you, Teresa. I really like the fabric. I wasn't sure what I was getting when I ordered it because I kind of ordered it blindly, looking at, I think I got it from 123 Stitch, actually. Yeah, the sticker isn't on there, but it's Picture This Plus fabric, and this is the first Picture This Plus fabric that I actually ordered. Anyway, I'm actually really kind of happy with the little tree. I don't know if you can see. I'll try and get a little closer, maybe move my light so you can see. But the tree has little red specks, so it's kind of like a little apple tree or something. I don't know if you can see that. It's really cute. And the tree is actually about an inch tall. It's only about an inch tall, and it's kind of in the background. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. My needle minder doesn't really go with it. My needle minder is a little gypsy truck. I found the needle minder at the craft store down near my in-laws' house. It was a jewelry charm that I basically just glued a magnet onto the back of it to turn it into a needle minder. But its little gypsy cart is really cute. It was in one of the clearance bins in their jewelry aisle. It doesn't go with the pattern at all. I just, you know, I had some needle minders on my board behind me. Sorry about that. You can see my needle minders. They're kind of back here on the board. I just picked one and just plopped it on. So that's my start. I'm going to work on this after I get done with the video, but that's about all I've got started on this. I'm really excited to get started with that because I like new things. New things are shiny. Thank you, Teresa, for the comments about the tree. I really appreciate it. Actually, that didn't take me too long to stitch. That was only about an hour's worth of work. I do have another little update, though. My start in April, because I'm doing like the year of new starts. On the 18th of every month, you start a new project. I have been working on another piece from an old issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. This is out of the May-June 88 issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, the May-June 88 issue. This one is called Every Minute Count, or Make Minutes Count. I'm trying to show you this the best I can. But this is the pattern here. And it says, cross stitchers make every minute count. I thought this was really cute. The interesting thing is, though, if you look at this picture in the magazine, the picture looks like it's in reds and blues. But the colors of the floss on this, the colors of the floss are in pinks, blues, light blues, and purples. This might be washed out. I don't know if this will make it any better. Nope, not really. I'll turn the light back on. But it's in pinks, blues, and purples. So I started with the little symbol here. This is the little stopwatch. I did the back stitching of the word minute to get over to the border. And I started with the pink border, the spaced out border across here. And then I'm doing all of this. This border here just alternates. Every 3 boxes are the same. Every set of 3 boxes are the same all the way down. And then the boxes also repeat going across over here. This little box here that's pink and yellow, that's going to have a clock face in it, a little, a backstitch clock face. And then you have the letters up here at the top, A, B, C, D, E, F, and the word to, T-O, Z on there, because the letters won't obviously fit all the way across. But this should be, I have these in, I think, an 8x11 Q-snap. And I think this is about as big as the piece is going to be, actually. You should be able to see the entire piece in this when I'm done. But yeah, this was my April start. I've taken this to a couple of places with me, because I can actually work on this without having a floor stand. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. So that's about the only update I have really on my works in progress. I haven't finished anything yet. I haven't been doing Mill Home Mondays. I haven't been doing a whole lot. Obviously, I didn't do anything this Monday because, well, for obvious reasons. And I'm not sure in the next week or two what my stitching plans are going to be. Excuse me. But in light of everything going on with the family and stuff. But that's pretty much about it. That's really all I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about. I just wanted to show you my Stitch Mania plans, and to show you my progress with Stitch Mania. And this is the Amid Amish Life. This was my Mania start. It's the only thing I've started so far for Mania, and I'm going to be continuing to work on this. So I don't know if my Mania is going to end up being monogamous Mania, or if it's going to be, maybe I work on this whip for a week and then I start something new. I guess a couple things. So today, I also happened by Hobby Lobby, the other Hobby Lobby in the area that I haven't been to yet. And they still have cross stitch kits on clearance. So I actually did pick up 3 other small cross stitch kits from the Hobby Lobby clearance section. This one was really cute and caught my eye, and it's pretty big. As you know too, I don't stitch very much on Aida. I don't know if I'll stitch on the Aida on this, or if I'll just get a thing of white even weave for this. But this is an artiste kit, counted cross stitch kit called Christmas Window. This is by Zweigart, from the Cooler Design Studio. And this was a $27.99 kit I got for $7. Christmas Window. The interesting thing is all that blue in the background is all stitching. So it's essentially, there might be some empty spots like in the snow on the windowsill and everything that aren't stitched in the snow and the foliage at the top of the arch of the window. But this entire piece is pretty much a full coverage stitching piece. But yeah, it comes with all the floss and it comes with the Aida. You can see the pattern. You can see the pattern back there. The outlining, the back stitching of the pattern is colored. So there's green outlining and blue outlining and red outlining, black outlining. So it should be kind of interesting. It looks like it's pretty much full coverage. So this might actually be a start for me for the full coverage on the 5th stitch along, which would kind of go with a Maynia new start. So this is really pretty. I tend to not like to buy kits because, I like kitting things up myself, and I almost always switch out the Aida in kits for linen or even weave because I like stitching on it better. But yeah, we'll see. I got that one. And then got 2 other small kits that I saw today that were really cute. This one is a Vervaco. This is a company that I hadn't heard of before, but the last time I went to Hobby Lobby, I bought a different Vervaco kit. But this is like Christmas cards. Christmas motifs is all it says. And there's 3 different charts in here for 3 different designs. This was a $19.99 kit I got for $5. And it has these in it, these 3 patterns. I just thought these were really cute. And it comes with the Aida, and it comes with what looks like cards. Comes with the fabric. Here's some more different ones in the set that you can get. And the interesting thing is today I also bought the owls. I have the there's Santa and a reindeer set, but I also bought the owl kit. This owl kit was a $19.99 owl kit for $5. $19.99 for $5. And it actually comes with the pre-sewn Aida pouches. Let's show you on the back. So these little pieces of Aida on the bottom here, they're sewn across here, but left open in the slit on the back, so you can actually stitch the pattern on the full side of the Aida, and then you can stitch up the back and stuff it and then tie it off into these little pouches. It's really cute. So on these ones, yeah, I'm going to use the Aida pouches that it came with. But this is really cute. Here's a picture of a couple of the other ones that are in this set. And I think the snowman one is the one that I had from before, that I bought before. Yeah, so I thought these were really cute. I think these would be really quick stitches. I really like the owls. The owls are cute. I'd seen this one at the other Hobby Lobby that I shopped at a week or 2 back, and I didn't pick it up. They also had it for $5 because I like the other one that I got with the reindeer and the snowman better. But now I have 2 kits. So I have 6 ornaments like this that I'll pick up. And I think what I'm going to do, what I talked about, is taking the red thread that they tied it off with. I think I'm going to go get some of that baker's twine that is like red and white or green and white, or, maybe find some red and gold cording or something and tie them off instead, just to decorate them a little bit more. But yeah, these are really cute. So those are the 3 kits that I got at Hobby Lobby today. Partly because, I needed a little retail therapy of sorts. Another thing that I got too, I know I'd like to stitch mirabilias, and some of the mirabilia patterns are out of print. So I went to, there's a couple people that are stitching the Maidens of the Seasons. Now she split the patterns into two sets. There's Maidens of the Seasons 1 and Maidens of the Seasons 2. Maiden of the Seasons 1 is kind of hard to get. I believe it is it's the spring and summer pattern for the Maidens of the Seasons. So the one company, I think it was Everything Cross Stitch, had them listed as in stock. So I went ahead and ordered both of them because I'm going to do them all on one big piece. But I got the order in today, but Maidens of the Season 2 came. Maidens of the Season 1 is back ordered. So hopefully I'll get it. But here's Maiden of the Seasons 2. This is autumn and winter. So when I get the other one in, I'm hopefully going to stitch all 4 of them on one piece, because that's, that's kind of what I like to do. I really like the winter one. Those purples are just absolutely beautiful. Autumn is pretty too, but winter's pretty breathtaking, I think. And then there's this other company. I have to dig it out before I say what the company is. There's this other company over in England that does some stitch-alongs and stuff. And the company is called Caterpillar Cross Stitch. They had come up with a Needleminder recently. It was a little teeny caterpillar that they were putting out as a limited edition Needleminder. And I haven't been buying many Needleminders. I've been making my own, finding buttons and stuff that I really like. But they had this caterpillar that was just really cute. And I went ahead and ordered it and paid for the, overseas shipping to get it. And it also came today. So here's one of my first purchased Needleminders. It's from Caterpillar Cross Stitch at caterpillarcrossstitch.com. I'll put the link below in my video. But this is the little caterpillar. And he says, stitch by stitch. I couldn't resist that. That is so cute. That is so cute. And you can see he's pretty long. He's quite a length. He's really cute though. Stitch by stitch. Aww. It's limited edition Needleminder, but I had to have it. And I asked my husband, he said, yeah, sure, it's okay. Go ahead and order it. So I did, and it came today. So I had a little retail therapy. I had a little mail, little mail call come in. So I had a pretty good day today, all things considered. Yesterday wasn't such a good day. Today was a pretty good day. So hopefully that's enough of an update. I've been doing this live for about 42 minutes now. Thank you for staying with me, Teresa. And thank you very much for commenting. Yeah, the tree is cute. I thank you again for listening to my story. And thank you for letting me know that you too have some memories with your mom. It's tough. Yeah, it's not going to be the last time that I'm going to have to deal with this. My stepdad out in California, my stepdad is in his 80s and diabetic, and he's a double amputee, so he's wheelchair bound. And his health isn't exactly the greatest. If he bleeds, he doesn't stop bleeding and stuff like that. And being an only child on my mom's side, if anything happens to either one of them, it falls completely on me to go and help and take care of them. The problem is I live in Ohio and they live in California. So if anything happens, suddenly I have to make arrangements, the drop of a hat, to leave Ohio and go to California to take care of everything, help take care of everything. So in the last probably 15 years, I've had to do that quite a few times to help my mom out, mostly when my stepdad has had some health concerns that put him in the hospital unexpectedly. So we're kind of expecting, his health seems to be doing okay right now. He's stabilized, but he's not getting any younger. And anytime my mom calls, it could be bad news. So yeah, I've been preparing myself for that for 15 years. So I get to do this again. Hopefully not this year. Hopefully it'll be a few years down the road. But yeah, I'll get to do this again with my family. Hopefully, yeah. The thing that really made Ellen's death yesterday hard for the whole family was everybody in the family was expecting Dylan's dad to go before her. And the last 3 or 4 years, that was our reality, that Dylan's dad was going to go before her, which was fine because we thought she was in good health and we thought everything was cool. And it wasn't until the end of February, which was also the time I found out that, 13 of my coworkers were being let go because the focus was changing with our jobs. And so that, I mean, it's just, anyway, up until February, we were all pretty well sure that she was going to outlive Dylan's dad. And the fact that it took 2 months to take her from us, it's been a struggle. And it's been a struggle for Dylan's dad because he was fully expecting to go before her. And I think the reality is going to set in. It's going to set in for everybody, and it's going to be kind of hard. But the reality is going to set in pretty hard for Dylan's dad very soon. And it's probably going to take him quite a long time to recover if he ever does. So we have a lot of things to think about, because there's going to come a time when he's going to need care that we may not be able to give him to. So the fact that he lives 2.5 hours away and he lives where most of Ellen's family is and most of his family, he has 4 kids of his own. He has my husband Dylan, my husband's sister Elizabeth, and his 2 brothers Sean and Rob. Rob lives in Chicago. Sean lives in Cleveland. Elizabeth lives down in West Virginia, but she lives about 1.5, 2 hours away from them. So they don't have any. He doesn't have any real close family of his own. So it's just gonna be a change. So since the diagnosis in February, we've been going down there every other weekend, just to give the other family members that have been helping take care of them when we're not there a break, and just to spend time with them, because we didn't know how much time we had. Obviously, our time with Ellen is up, but we're still going to go down. We're going down this weekend to stay with his dad. We'd already planned on doing that anyway, even had Ellen not passed. But yeah, it's going to be different when we go down, and I think we're going to be a little prepared for it, but probably not as prepared as we think we are. I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be an adjustment, but yeah. Anyway, well, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for watching. I hope you found something cute, some inspiration. Yeah, if you want to, let me show you the card for the Needleminder again, and you can see the website. It's from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and the website is caterpillarcrossstitch.com. You may still be able to get these. I think these were like $9, 9 pounds, or something, with like $3 or $4 pounds shipping. So I think it was like 13 or 14 pounds to get this from England, where it came from. It wasn't too bad. I just couldn't get over how adorable the caterpillar was. It has the little the little rare earth magnet on the back. So yeah. They also have a Facebook page. I'll actually show that here. Here's some of their other contact information if you want it. Caterpillar Cross Stitch. All right, so it's about 50 minutes. Thanks again for watching, Teresa. All right, and if you need it, just go ahead and PM me. I'll send you the information that way. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I may actually get to do a Stitch With Me video this weekend. I'll probably do it live. I don't know. It depends. My laptop, my phone doesn't pick up the internet very well out on their front porch. Top does to some degree, but I may actually have, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it live. I'll probably have to record. Excuse me. I'll probably have to record it and then upload it later. But my goal is to hopefully do a Stitch With Me video at their house this weekend. So there's that. All right. I hope you're having fun, and I hope you're doing Stitch Mania. If you are, I hope you're having fun. I'm just trying to get along. For me, I think my Stitch Mania is going to turn into Stitch Therapy because I'm going to need it, I think. Ellen was quite the person to know. And she was amazing. She was fun. She made everybody laugh. She was such a sweetheart. She had such a big, open heart. And she's going to be sorely missed by her entire family and by the people that knew her, by her neighbors, by her friends, by her dog. She's going to be terribly missed. So anyway, thank you again, Teresa, for watching. Thank you, everybody else who is going to watch this later. I hope all your Stitch Mania plans are coming along, and I look forward to seeing everybody's progress and what everybody's working on. So keep going. And as I used to say, I'm going to show what I'm drinking tonight. I'm drinking Coke out of a can. No special mug tonight. No special elixir. I'm on bereavement leave until next Tuesday. I go back to work next Tuesday. So I'll have a few days to just kind of stitch and relax, which is good because I need it. 7 hours of sleep in the last say 40 some hours. I've probably got about 15 hours of sleep now in the last 40 hours. Yeah, it's going to start wearing down on me. So anyway, I'm off to stitch for tonight. So take care, you guys. Happy Stitch Mania. Keep doing all the things. Thank you, Teresa, for watching, and thank you for your comments. Thank you, Inferno Dragon, if you're still there. He mentioned something about, or Inferno Dragon mentioned something about Lion King and doing the Lion King play. I liked Lion King too. Lion King was great. I saw the movie. I haven't seen it live on stage. The reason why I said the circle of life, I was kind of talking about, death and how everything kind of, comes around. One thing I forgot to mention too is that Ellen's granddaughter Megan, who's been helping them out, she's pregnant. And we were all kind of really hoping that Ellen would be here to see the baby, but no such luck. So that's kind of why I kind of called it the circle of life. If Inferno Dragon ever comes back to watch, that would be why. Because I was talking about death, and Megan's pregnant. So there we go. There you have it. Anyway, happy stitching. I won't keep you anymore. I'm used to keep going on and not ending this thing like I say I'm getting ready to. But this time I'm going to end it. It's about 53 minutes. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I'd like to hear more about your stitching plans. Take care. Thanks, Teresa. I will take care of myself. I did a lot of relaxing today. I actually slept for almost 7 hours last night, so that was pretty good. And I can take naps during the day, which is really kind of a benefit. The nice thing is tomorrow is supposed to be kind of a rainy day, so I'm planning on staying home to stitch. And I love to sleep when it rains. I always sleep a little better. So if it's rainy outside, I'll probably take a few naps tomorrow. But all I'm planning on doing is just stitching and relaxing and watching YouTube, watching TV, just kind of doing my own little thing in my own little world. So anyway, take care. Thanks again, Teresa, for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. And happy stitching, and keep on keeping on, you guys, because that's all we can do. Take care, and see you next time. Bye-bye.